I'll tell you another little thing we did at T2, actually. Something just came to my mind. We had T2, and we had another company called Angel. I was 20, I was a dick. I don't know why I called it Angel TV. So we had another company called Angel TV. And what we do is, we'd pitch TV companies as normal. And if we ever had a company which was really close to doing it, but for some reason just wouldn't go over the edge, wouldn't buy, then we'd call them up and pitch them from Angel for a tiny bit of a discount. So let's say we're pitching someone at 19 grand, we're trying to get them, they won't do it. Then we call them up from Angel and say, hi, we have a one-time special offer, 18,000, and try and close them that way, even though there was no profit in it. But the point is, that's another little thing you consider, another little business tip. If you have a company like that, if you have a partner, a business partner, or you have some members of staff that they perhaps wouldn't interact with if they're talking to you in the initial organization, if you're really trying to get this order and you just can't get it in, you can always try and pitch as some other company and take the business that way. I know a lot of people who are doing that, I won't say who, in lots of different industries, who are coming along, trying to close the business, closing a lot, but those stubborn motherfuckers are coming along with another company and scooping them up. Keep that in mind. It's something else you can write down and think about. We'll come back to Angel later on in your university curriculum.
I actually used to do this in real estate, where sometimes you just can't close a lead for whatever reason. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes they don't like you. Sometimes the offer is a little bit off. Sometimes, I mean, you don't know. Like, it's hard to say. I used to have this colleague, and he sat across from me. So we had two desks, and we were connected. He sat across from me. And if I had this happen where I just couldn't close a lead, I'd been there, did the sales call, they wouldn't go for it, I would always ask him to do that. William, call him up, see if you can close him. And sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. But the thing is, the lead is sort of lost anyway. And most people lack the humility, aren't humble enough, aren't rational enough to say, well, if I can do it, let's have someone else try it. That's absolutely fine. And in this case, the someone else was still my colleague, and I got a referral fee off that. So like Tate says, you can also do it under a different brand name, company name, that's fine. But don't just throw away leads that you can't close. Give them one more opportunity. Send them one more email. Call them one more time. Well, maybe you're just not the guy, you're just not the company, the offer isn't exactly right. Try again. You'll be amazed at the easiness in which you can close extra leads without doing a lot of extra work. And it's all profit. Like, you would have had zero if you threw it away. I talk about follow-up a lot. People just don't follow up. This is the same concept. Like, why would you never do that? It takes a couple seconds, maybe a couple minutes if you go hog wild on it. Oftentimes, it's the difference between closing it and throwing it away for $0. Always be closing. That's a Glenn Ross line. ABC. A always, B, C closing. Always be closing.